Good morning, Year 2. I hope you're okay. Happy Wednesday. You're halfway through your second week of home learning. Today in Spellings, we're going to be looking at our spelling words again to make sure that we are on track to being successful on Friday. Don't forget, we are learning 2 spelling rules this week. The first spelling rule is that we are learning how to spell the phoneme spelt with an OR after the letter W. And we're also learning how to spell the phoneme OR with an AR after the letter W. So, because it's Wednesday, my brain is a little bit sleepy this morning, so I'm going to write some of my spelling words on my screen, and I would like you to let me know if I've been successful or not, okay? So the first one I'm going to spell is the word worst, okay? So, worst. There we go. Is that right? No? What's wrong with my word? Oh, I've used the wrong digraph. Okay, so let me cross out the wrong digraph. And what should it be? Well done. And an O and an R for worst. Let's rewrite it so it's nice and clear. Worst. Oh, that's better. Okay. Let's try a different word. This time I've definitely got it correct. So I'm going to write this time the word worm. I saw a wiggly worm in the garden. Worm. What's wrong? It's not spelt correctly. What do you mean? Oh, okay, you're right. So let's cross out that U-R. And what letter should I use instead? O and R. Let's rewrite it. Worm. Okay. Should we try one more? Okay, let's spell the word working. Okay, working. Working. Is that right? No? What's wrong? Oh, well done, Year 2. I've used the wrong digraph again. So how should I be making the sound? Well done, with an O and an R. Let's rewrite it. Working. Oh, great work, Year 2. Okay, can you help me with the second spelling rule? Because I'm still not a bit too sure on that one, and I think I need a little bit more help still. So the second spelling rule we were looking at was spelling the OR sound with an A and an R. Okay, and I'm not too sure on this one. So let's try together. The first one I want to write is the word warm. Warm. What's wrong? I've written the word worm, but I wanted to write the word warm. What What have I done wrong? Oh, I've used the wrong digraph. Let's cross the O and the R out. And what do I need to write instead? A and R. Let's try that again. W, or, warm. That looks better. Thank you, Year 2, for helping me. Let's try a different one. Let's try the word towards. Okay, towards. So, to, w, or, d, s, towards. It's wrong. What have I done wrong this time? The wrong grapheme. You're right. So I need to cross out the A and the U and replace it with an A and an R. Let's rewrite it. To, w, or, d, s, towards. Thank you for helping me, Year 2. Today we are going to be mixing maths with our spellings because we're going to be finding out the totals that the letters have using this sheet, Letter Tiles Spellings. What you need to do is look at your spelling word, look at all the letter tiles at the top here and find the value of each letter. And if you look really closely in the corner of each tile, there's a number, and that number is the value for each letter tile. So look at this first word at the top here, the word word. You can see that they have written the values for 1, 1 and 2. And that's because if we look at letter W, we can see it's worth 4. And if we look at letter O, we can see it's worth 1. And if we look at letter R, it's also worth 1. And if you look for letter D, it's worth 2. And then what you need to do, Year 2, is add up these values. Now they're quite small numbers, so you might be able to solve it in your head. Or you could use your fingers. Or you could use some jottings. Maybe some counters if you've got anything at home that you could count with. And once you've found out the total, you're going to write it in the end column over here. Should we have a practice together? Yes, I think that's a good idea too. Let me just rub out my jottings on here. And let's solve the second word, towards. So let's start with letter T. Can you find letter T in my letter tiles at the top here? Have you found it? How much is letter T worth? That's it. T is worth 1. Let's find letter O. Can you find it? Yes, here it is. How many points is letter O worth? That's it, 1. Okay, can you spot W? There it is. And how many points is W worth? What's the value of W? Yes, it's worth 4. Let's do letter A. Can you find it? Look in the top row. Can you see it? Yes, there it is, right at the end. A is worth 1 point. What about letter R? Can you find R? Here it is. How many points is R worth? That's it, 1. And we need another D. Can you find D? On the top row again. D is worth 2 points. And one more letter, letter S. How much is letter S worth? Yes, 1 point for S. So now we need to add up those totals. So we've got 1 and 1, that makes 2, plus 4, that makes 6, plus 1 is 7, 1 more is 8, 2 more is 10, and 1 more is 11. So the word towards is worth 11 points. Let's work out the value of all the letters that are in the word work. Do you think the word work is worth more points than towards or less points than towards? What do you think? Why do you think that? They're really good answers, Year 2, really good thinking. Okay, so let's find the value of W. Can you remember where W was? That's it in the bottom row. Can you find it? Yes, 4 points. Add letter O. Where's letter O? In the middle row. Can you find it? There we go, 1 point. Plus letter R. In the middle row again. That's it, 1 more point. Add letter K. In the middle row again, letter K. Oh, 5 points for K. Okay, let's solve it. Ready? 4 add 1 is 5. 5 add 1 is 6. 6 add 5 is 11. They're the same value. They're worth the same. Wow. Okay, Year 2. So, can you, for your spellings today, finish the rest of that sheet for me? Good luck, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. See you later, Year 2.